Coach, is Mike Kuchar at xnolabs.com. I'm going to take you through some cut-ups of Michigan State's pin and pull concept. Coach Mark Stanton was gracious enough to share with us some of the concepts and some of the tags that he uses in his stretch scheme. And of course, the full-length version of this clinic report can be found by becoming an insider member today at xandolabs.com, along with the full version of this clinic tape and the cut-ups that correspond with it. I'm going to show you a few here, and Coach goes into detail about why he likes each particular check. And the offensive line will make this check at the line of scrimmage. It is a complement to his stretch scheme, which Coach Stanton was gracious enough again to share with us his pure, full outside zone scheme in our special report on the mid and outside zone. So we're going to show you both the wide and the tight shot here. You're going to see it's a play side look, okay, against a 3 technique tackle and a defensive end. This is his tag, okay, concept that he'll run it to the bottom of the screen here. This is a pretty good concept, especially when you have a 3 technique tackle. He's a pretty good penetrator. Okay, looks like this is Notre Dame. Good defensive lineman, get some penetration. It's very hard to reach that player with the front side guard. Okay, so what you do is just get help from that tackle. You got to down here, and then you got to pull. Okay, pretty easy, execute. And that front side guard skip pulling, and Coach goes over the technique on the skip pulling as well as the drill work that he used to teach it in the full-length clinic report that can be found on the site. So there's the down block. Okay, and you see the center. And of course, high school guys, you're not allowed to do this, high school coaches, but at the college level, you're able to get those guys thigh boards and cut them down on the ground. Pretty good pickup by Michigan State here. Play average over 5 yards of play in 2013. Very good concept for Michigan State, as we know, very good running the football. All right, this is in the Rose Bowl, last year's Rose Bowl. And you're going to see it coming to the right of the screen with arc motion. Get a look at the end zone shot here. Okay, so what happens is Stanford looks like they're going to shift into a 3 technique here again. So I wanted to show you this example because it's so quick for them to pick up once the offensive line sees it's a 3 technique. And we all know Stanford had a terrific defense last year. They're able just to block down on this thing, okay, in a 3 technique and get that guard around for the front side backer. That 9 technique's a D-gap player. That's an IV block, okay, step with the inside foot right here, and Coach documents that in the full-length clinic report as well. Just working to the inside via the neck, cuts that thing off right there, okay, and you have the guard pulling up for the play side backer. And this is all one back stuff. We're going to get 2 back stuff in a second. This is all one back pin and pull, Michigan State. Practice cut here. Plays coming to the bottom of the screen against a 3-9 again. Again, this is the tag concept. Tackle down, guard around. Let's see if I get the end zone shot of there. Here we go. Okay. And once this, you talk about that linebacker, if he's minus right there, if he's closer to the box, that's really simple to skip pull that and get that guard front side. Keep him with shoulder square. Now, the skip pull's interesting here. Okay. Really maybe it's not the skip pull that Coach Stanton would like, but he's able to at least get around and get his shoulder square. Now, just take a look. The nose could be an issue, and Coach does have answers for the nose guard in the full-length clinic report. But you have a 2-eye here. That's going to free up that center. You could pull that center as well if he doesn't have a heavy shade on him. The backside guard should be able to cut that out, but there is another adjustment that Coach will make. Looks like we have more practice cut up here. Okay, we're going to the left. 1 back pin and pull. Heavy 3 technique. Tackle down. Excellent skip pull. See the shoulders are square by 54. Okay, that linebacker's plussed a little bit. Okay, meaning he's further away from the tackle box. But again, that skip pull is going to help him get there. He's going to keep his shoulder square. Able to cut that thing off. And the center's able to get out as well. See if we can take a look at that center. Okay, center's right here. He's able to get around as well. So if you have the centers to do it, if you have athletic players at the center position that get out there in space and a perimeter and block, might be an option for you. This is Michigan last year. This is an open side 2-back concept. You see it's coming down to the left. Now this is what I like about this is that now when you have the open side, you have a 1 and 5 technique. It's a great play, especially if you're running out of two-back where that fullback's going to block the perimeter. So now you got a 5 technique. This is the cage concept, okay, where that guard's going to block down, center's going to get around for the play side backer. The key is this defensive end. You got a heavy alignment by Michigan. It's a base block for that tackle, but he's working his stretch angle. Okay, so right now as he's taking that step to the left, he's working that stretch technique. Okay, as you see here, I mean, that could be a coaching call. Some coaches will lock, especially in two-back. Okay, that tackle could lock on that defensive end because now you got a fullback account for the force player. Okay, right here. Or you could continue to work him on his path because you do have that guard who's pulling to block the first bad color he sees. I'm going to show you one more example of this. You see 66 turn back here. And, I don't know if Coach Stanton wants this. Okay, it's an outside perimeter play. He's going to turn back, and I guess he figures if you could get a piece of the running back, why take the shot? You got a fullback out there as an extra hat and a blocker. He's able to turn back and at least cut that thing off right here. Open side again to the bottom of the screen. I don't know if this is Ohio State yet. I don't know if we're going to get this one. Okay. Heavy shade technique, cage. There's a plus linebacker. Play side linebacker, center's pulling for him. Good down block. Okay, he's out. Now again, if that backer continues to work his track, it doesn't have to be outside. And coach talks about the aiming point that he wants the running back track, and he could continue to cut up that center can to work. Okay, see he turns back here, stops penetration. The last thing I want to show you here is against the 3-5. This is Iowa, a reduction front, weak eagle, whatever you want to call it. Okay, what happens here is you have a 3-5 technique to the play side of the play. Now, a lot of coaches may shy away from this. Okay, running the stretch there, especially since you have a tight 3 technique, like a wide 3, they get penetration, a wide 5. Okay, they get penetration. Now, the answer is very simple. If you're going to cage it, okay, our coach will call this tag. Okay, tackle down, not tag, I'm sorry. It would be somewhat of a cage call where that guard's coming around, okay, to pick him up. Okay, so it's a simple cross block. Okay, tackle down, guard around, and then you have the fullback again blocking the force player. And there's a fullback blocking the force player, at least getting a piece of them. You see the alley for the running back to run through, so it's a good option. You got a reduction to the weak side of 3-5. It is possible to get the ball with the addition of a fullback to the perimeter, where some teams will shy away from it. All right, coaches, the full length cut-ups of this concept, the pin and pull concept, at least 15 or 16 other plays could be accessed by becoming an insider member today at xandolabs.com, as well as a full-length clinic report by Michigan State offensive line coach Mark Stanton, who did a terrific job on his pin and pull concept. Good luck this offseason, coaches.